So did you guys come up with anything regarding this nursery and a boarding school?
Ma'am, gone through the difference between nursery and a day boarding school, and
Okay.
ma'am, the requirements which has been required in day boarding, so a day boarder could get it easily. And what requirements are there in the nursery school for kids, because there are kids aged to 3 to 5 year old. So
Yes.
basically, the difference I have gone through, and what are the main requirements for them.
Okay, just quickly tell us that, like discuss with all your friends and me as well. So what have you
Yes,
read? What are the different requirements?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, firstly, if we talk about a day boarder, so like basically a day boarder students do not stay overnight in the campus. They do stay for a day, and they do not been provided with the rooms. They have been
Yeah.
provided with the study spaces for them, and a big mess is also there so that they can have their meals over there. And on the contrary, for the nursery school, there the building is the campus is lush green, more of a colorful, child friendly kind of a building. And there are many safety rules which have been followed for the students. Ma'am, these are the only things which I was getting over there.
Okay.
Ma'am, but the
Uh,
sizes of the mess room, I didn't found that.
okay, just go through some like do some literature study and you'll find out, like if you go to some specific nursery day boardings, then you will
Yes, ma'am.
get all these details. One thing
Ma'am, I
I would like to add,
yes, ma'am.
that
Yes, ma'am.
like you said that rooms are not required, but because the kids are very young, they are 3 to 5 or 6 year old, they do require a room with proper beddings, because like if a student want to sleep, or actually they take a like a hour nap or something like that
Yes, ma'am.
in the like in the afternoon session or somewhere like that, so they do require a bedding and a room, so you should see to that.
No, no, ma'am. Ma'am, like it has been written over there also that they have not been provided with the room so that they could stay overnight. But they
Yeah.
do have a space.
So it's not like only a study space, only with
Yes.
tables or chairs or something like that. They do provide proper bedding also.
A
Obviously, they don't.
dormitory, but not. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, they don't stay overnight. Chetna, you want to say something?
Ma'am, actually for a nursery मतलब play school, you
Yeah.
never provide a मतलब resting area because the time period to stay in a school is limited. मतलब they come at 11 and go at 1.
But this is a nursery and a boarding school, right? So if it's a day boarding, you have to provide some space for them. You are there for a full day.
So ma'am,
Like if the
for
school
a day
starts at
boarding, then they
7,
provide infirmaries which contains bed to rest.
infirmaries are like a medical care kind of a thing, no? So infirmary is basically like if you need some first aid kind of a thing, or if someone is not feeling well, want to rest, that is something different. Day boarding is like a hostel for a day. So you have like nurses
Ma'am,
over
day
there. You have
boarding is a
yeah.
school duration for a limited time period of say 7 to 2.
No, day boarding is till the evening. Basically, it's used for like people like if the parents are working, they keep their children for a day boarding, that they drop them in the morning and pick them in the evening. So there are no night stays, but the student or the child is there for the full day. Do you get that?
So, ma'am, if we go to school 7 to 2, what is it called?
It's a normal school, it's a nursery school.
Day
This is
school.
a nursery school with a day boarding.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. It's just a nursery school which has a fixed timing, and then a day boarding where they can rest, they can do their homework, they can play, they have their specific play area and everything you do at your home. But they are dropped in the morning and then their parents pick them in the evening. So there are no night stays, but it's for a day kind of a thing. It is very
Yes, ma'am.
similar to a hostel. Like if a student is having a hostel or something, but it is that they have been picked in the evening. They don't stay there for the night. So it's a daycare kind of a school. Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else anyone want to discuss?
Ma'am, just wanted to know few like on what are the main points we have to really focus on that.
As last
Right.
time we discussed, um, okay, just a minute. Asif, you wanted to say something? Asif? Okay, have you done this like case study or literature study, something like that? Have you gone through this nursery come day, boarding school? Anything design criteria or something like that? Have you read anything about it? Just quickly say yes or no. Okay, leave it. Shivam, did you do anything?
Yes,
Have you studied
ma'am.
this design criteria for nursing sorry, nursery come
मैम
boarding school?
मैम अभी असाइनमेंट देखा नहीं है मैं आपका, तो पहले चेक कर लेता हूँ फिर कुछ डिस्कस करूँगा मैं।
Acha, go through it and discuss it today as or in the next class, okay? And go through some
ओके मैम।
literature study
मैम
as well.
मैम
Hmm.
मैम क्लास कोड मैम सेंड कर दीजिए तो मैम चेक कर लूँ कि असाइनमेंट आपने क्या दिया है मैम।
I haven't
है नहीं
given
क्लास
any
कोड।
assignment yet. It was just this is the second lecture I'm taking, and we are just discussing what we have already discussed. Like what I have
ओके मैम।
taught you, I just wanted you to read more about it, come up with the design criteria for the nursery and the boarding school. So we are discussing that. And now we'll be doing our literature study. Okay?
ओके ओके थैंक यू।
Thank you. So you were asking what were the criteria we should follow. So first is the acoustic comfort. Okay, so we have to see that the like it has a maximum efficiency, we can operate there, it's not too loud, and the area is a bit subtle, have lush green area, so obviously it gives you comfort, and like it's not too noisy when plants are around. Then if we go to administrative area, so there's a proper physical space which is dedicated to the administrative activities. Then the circulation area should be good, like for horizontal and vertical movement within the building. We should have a proper entrance hall, proper corridors, and proper staircases. And we should obviously go through the climatical conditions when we design all these things so that we can provide the maximum efficiency and to the occupants and the children and the like to the faculties as well. Then for this like educational activities or educational facilities, like proper classrooms are provided, the orientation of the classroom is important. Like if you place the window and your sunlight is like your sun is moving and you have uh, like you have your board, you have your whiteboard, and if it glares, it's very difficult for the student to study when it comes to school. But for a nursery kids, there are no such board or um, like if it's too hot, it will like if the sun is around, if you put your classroom to that area, then it will be too hot for the day or for the evening. You have to see that how you orient your room. Plus you like for the orientation, the main thing is the sun orientation and the wind orientation. You have to see according to the area you have, like what is the area you have been provided. You have to see that at that area what is your sun orientation and what is your wind orientation, and how you can place your sun your rooms to have proper ventilation and less of heat. Okay. And to provide a hygienic environment, you can keep your wet area different from your like normal classrooms area. And should go through the service facilities, like how you serve people there. Then when it comes to interior, you have to see the interior finishes. And they like last time we discussed, they should be soft. The flooring should have carpet and everything. The wall should be soft. They shouldn't have a very too much of edgy thing. They should be chamfered or smoothened. Then colors, there should be like different colors you can provide. There are different colors which like give you comfort, which like boost you up. So like reds and reds and yellows are like have a warm tendency, and the colors which are cool are like greens and blues. So all these things we should maintain, and we should not provide very glazed coating to the west to the we should provide this glaze coating to the wet area so that it doesn't chip off easily. Then paints we are using should be non-toxic. And when it comes to floor finish, we can use like vinyl sheets, we can use rugs in the room, and to the toilets we can use vinyl sheets, and carpet can be used like to keep a padding to the floors and all. And then for the safety purpose, we should see what are the exits and what kind of staircase we are using. We should see the fire equipment, the windows and the parapet. So if we go to a higher level, say a first floor or something, we should see what is the parapet level or the window level. And like there should be restriction in going to the areas which are too open. So there should be like orientation or design like that a child cannot reach to such open areas. Then for fire equipments, proper extinguishers, like right amount of extinguishers, fire alarms should be provided. Then for the staircase, like two exit and entry kind of staircase should be provided, which are accessible to all the rooms. And like if we provide locks, they should not be provided from the inside, only from the outside, so that a child doesn't lock himself or herself inside a room. These are the basic things we like go through while we design it. And like when we have a outdoor play area, we should like enclose it with a wire fencing or low wall or a shrubbery. Then like we have already discussed that what kind of area we can provide, like how much area do we provide for a person, for a child. It is it is 18.6 meters square outdoor play area per child. So like we have to see what is our occupancy. If we are designing it for 25 students, so obviously we'll multiply 25 into 18.6 and we'll get how much area is required for your playground area. So then comes the sanitation facility, like there should be proper uh, toilets for the, like if you have like small kids, so the height should be that way, for the wash basins, for the toilet seats, for the like flush could be that way. Then like mirror should be low heighted, and like keeping in mind that you are arranging it for a very uh, young children, and the height will not exceed like up to 3 feet or something like that. So you have to move around that. Okay, 3 feet or 4 feet maximum. So you have to play around that. That you have to consider the height. Like adult height is different, and a child height is very different. So when you're designing for the child, it has to be very different. Then when it comes to furniture, so you have to see if the furniture you are choosing is um, is suitable for the children or not. They can have different shapes, they can have different type of colors, but should have very smooth edges, and like with a proper coating so it doesn't hurt the children. Like in some cases you can also find some adjustable seatings which can be used by the teachers as well as by the student, so they adjust their heights accordingly. So you can like design something like that also. And like if the shapes are different, if the colors are different, it's easy for the students to learn about shapes and the colors. Like in the early education, they do learn such things only. Like a nursery school kid will be learning more about the colors and the shapes and some general things, uh, and won't be studying too much of like any subject kind of a thing. So it's better for their development, their creativity, their minds, and everything, that they should have everything playful around. So you have to design it that way. Anything
Yes.
else anyone wants to ask?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I want everyone to go through this once again and make a literature study uh, for a nursery and a day boarding. And I want two literature studies. So go to go and make a PDF they have followed, and then we can switch to our mood boards and themes, or the concepts which we will be doing for our nursery and boarding school. If you have any query, then ask me right now. Yes, Ishrat, you want to ask something?
यस मैम। मैम मुझे ये पूछना है कि कैसे सर्च करना चाहिए, आई मीन मतलब नर्सरी एंड डे बोर्डिंग स्कूल इंटीरियर डिज़ाइन क्राइटेरिया इस टाइप से, क्योंकि मैम वैसे कोई स्कूल या ऑफिस मिलता नहीं है कि जिस पे हम लोग पूरा उस पर केस स्टडी जैसा कर सके या लिटरेचर स्टडी कर सके, और या तो मिलते हैं जिस पे मतलब पूरा केस स्टडी की जा चुकी है, पूरा वो मिलते हैं जिनका सब लिखा होता है, बट ऐसे कोई पर्टिकुलर स्कूल नहीं मिलता है जिनका सब डिज़ाइन वगैरह का लिखा हो एंड देन इसके ऊपर हम लोग स्टडी कर सके।
Okay, Ishrat, just Google a day boarding school. You will get too many day boarding nursery schools, और उसको आराम से study कर सकते हो anything. And for offices, if you want to ask, तुम कोई भी architect office, famous architect office करोगे search, तो मिल जाएगा. Earlier I have discussed with Chetna also. You can go for PV Doshi or Sanjay Puri. They are in Ahmedabad and Mumbai respectively. So you can find out um, कि उन्होंने कैसे ओरिएंट किया है और कैसे अपना स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म किया है, एंड यू कैन easily get this. um, for day boarding also there are many options. if you find out this is a literature study, obviously literature study is something different than the case study. In case study, you go, you search yourself, you find out what are the things and you jot it down. Okay. In literature study, obviously you take the help of the books or the PDFs or the PPTs or something done by others and study that. So there's no problem if you are getting anything done by someone else. Just mark it that way, read it, and if you're getting the floor plan or something, it's really 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 good for you.
ओके मैम, मतलब ये पर्टिकुलर ऐसे मतलब किसी एक स्कूल का लेके उसी के ऊपर मतलब स्टडी करके नहीं लिखना है, अगर हमें अलग से कुछ मिलता है तो वो हम कर सकते
नहीं
हैं।
नहीं नहीं, एक ही स्कूल का लेके करना है. यू हैव टू राइट डाउन द नेम ऑफ द स्कूल, यू हैव टू स्टडी दैट पर्टिकुलर स्कूल.
ओके मैम।
Okay, I'll if you want, I can find out some nursery or day boarding schools for you and tell you people. Okay,
यस मैम।
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
Anything else? Anyone else who wants to ask something? Yes, Shivam,
No, ma'am.
do you want to ask something? Acha, okay, no. Chetna, you wanted to ask something?
No, ma'am. I said I don't have any queries.
Okay, then just go through everything we have talked right now and in the last lesson. Um, and just go through some PDF, some books where you can get this literature study for this nursery and nursery come boarding school. And in next class, we'll be discussing come up with at least one literature study so that we can discuss it in our next class. Um, your next class is tomorrow, so you don't have ample of time obviously, but by for tomorrow we have a 3 hour session where you can come up with at least one uh, like one literature study, and for the other you can just do it tomorrow, okay, in the class.
यस मैम।
So you have
Yes, ma'am.
1 hour left, just go for that and find out some literature study for yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, care request ma'am.
Yes, Shivam.
And request ma'am.
Okay, guys. So thank you. I think we are ending this session right now. You can work on your literature study, and tomorrow we'll be discussing the literature studies.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.